What I'd like to do is to really focus in on something where 3M is strong and can help, immediately help our South African industry. And that is respiratory protection. That is a good time for a telephone to go off, right? All right. First of all, and this is interesting for the investors as well in this, safety actually is a huge cost and productivity issue. So if you look at the cost that you can insure for accidents in mining, whether you're a mining company or a contractor, then you can see that about 1 rand out of the 8 to 30 plus that you spend on an accident is insured. Is something you can get back if you are insured. All right. So most of the cost you will see is hidden. It's hidden in losing production, losing time, ill time of people, having to train new people. So it's a key issue. Preventing accidents and keeping people safe is great for the people. It's also great for the company. Very good. So, question to you all is this how a miner, and I took a coal miner because it's so nicely visible with coal mining, is this how a miner or a contractor should look after he comes from his job? And the answer, you know, probably is no. That's not how they should look. Because it's very clear from this person that for part of his job, he has not been wearing his protection, right? This is what you want to see. So sometimes management of companies ask us, 3M, how can I train my people better and how can I recognize if they're really doing what we tell them to do to protect them? Well, here's, for coal mining certainly, here's a good way. We have some methodology for other types of mining to help you on that. Now, why is that so important? I'm not a doctor. However, I've been teaching a little bit around how the lung works. And one of the things here, let me see if I can point this out on the slide here. One of the things is that right at the end in your lung, you have the so-called alveoli. That's where you actually take your oxygen and mix it into your blood. These are very, very tiny things. So if I make it larger here, and then I put it up to the hand here, and what you see here is a pinhead, If I take a pinhead, which is very, very small thing, then this is the number, like 24 alveoli that you could fit on there. So that's how small this organ is out there. And that's why it's so dangerous to get very small particles into that part of your body, because that will mean that it stops functioning. And that's what we call a slow hazard. It will happen to you slowly. And if that does happen, then you can see on the right side here that if you develop silicosis from fine dust in your lungs, then absolutely that lung does not have the capacity anymore that you're used to, which will mean that you can actually not perform as a human being anymore. You couldn't walk from here to the other side of this room in an easy way. You would need to pause halfway. Okay? So that's what we're trying to prevent. Now that happens over a period like 20, 30, 40 years, depending on the person, depending on the hazard. But we have to protect people from that. And we still have a long way to go in the world, but certainly also here in the African operations, to help our workers understand this and prevent this from happening. There we go. All right, so let's have a look at why is this, happening to you, and why should you protect your people. So what you can see here is that actually your particles sizes vary a lot, and a lot of them in mining, like coal dust, metallurgical dust, zinc oxide, but I should also add like welding fume, are so small that you can only see these with an electronic microscope. And as you can see down here, these sizes here will reach your lungs, right? So they will actually reach those alveoli and create that problem. So it's not a minor thing. Now, I took this from one of the colleagues on the fair. You see this ball here, and it looks a little bit like the balls I have on here. So if I drop this ball here from this, it will take a split second to hit the ground, right? Now, if you look at those small particles up in the air that are really small and get into small sizes in microns, like up to, the 0.5 to 2 micron 8 range here. Those particles stay up in the air up to like 42 hours after you drop them from this height. So if you work with your people and they're drilling or whatever job they're doing, and they say, well, I'm ready drilling, so now I can take my respirator off. That is a very wrong conclusion. Because the fine dust, that is the actual danger that you don't see, will still be up in the air for 20 to 40 hours. So we got different methodologies to help you to train your people and to actually make them aware. Because wearing and protecting yourself all starts with, understanding what you're doing to yourself if you don't. You need to have that motivation with your workers. Where should I focus this? It's happening. All right. Now, part of that education will be to have some fun with people and say, well, we know that there is reasons why you don't wear it, and you got all these fantastic reasons for not wearing it. And if you're in the practice with your workers, you know that these things actually do happen. They do happen, that people are too hot, that people find it difficult to talk, that they find the respirator is too heavy, things like that. Okay? So they need to be really motivated to do that, because the nicest thing for yourself is always to not wear anything. So you got to motivate your people, make them understand what they do, and not use these kind of excuses, including sometimes, I want to smoke, that's why I take it off, which is probably the worst excuse you could have for this, right? So our recommendation is, let's have some training of your people, let's make sure we motivate them, and then get them the best products to be used. Because a lot of these reasons that you see on this slide actually will tell you that people don't like to wear it. So the comfort of a product is very, very important, as is the fit of that product. And that's where 3M is your expert. So that's where we can help you out, and we can make sure that you have the right product for the hazard and a motivated workforce to use it. So the program we would run with you, if we come in and help you, is we won't ship you a product. We'll come in and decide what the right solutions are. We come in and help you train your workforce. But on top of that, we'll go with you through these 4 steps, if they become 4. There you go. Okay. So we actually, come in, help you assess the risk, help you train your people, select the right products for your kind of environment, or your kind of danger, and then train your people up to make sure that we do the right thing here. That was a quick one. So let me conclude here. And this, again, was just an example out of the vast solutions that 3M can offer you as a mining contractor, as a mining company, as an engineering company. Specific capabilities that we have, you can really use it to benefit of your operation, preventing risk, preventing accidents, and with that actually become more productive and have a healthy workforce, and a workforce that understands why they're doing things and why they're going for it. So safety is productivity, we always say, right? Hazards are difficult to understand. So you need to get some help from a professional partner to actually make your people aware and make them comply. 3M is such a professional partner in mining safety. And we're out here now throughout Africa, and we're investing in people to help you on the location to do these kind of things. So that's very important. And then last but certainly not least, and hopefully something you picked up from the presentations from Jeff Labers and Jeff Tain, is that this company 3M is committed to create the best quality products with the highest comfort. And I hope from this presentation you've seen why that is so important, to not go for the first product you see, but to go for a product that people like to wear and that actually performs. Thank you very much for your attention. If there is any questions from one of you, I'm happy, and the other gentlemen are happy to take it. Thank you.